Hello, everybody. Hello, Isabella. How are you? Thank you very much for joining us.
Hello, Camila. Good
How
evening
are
to
you?
all of you. Yes, I'm very good. Talking to you from London. Dark London is nighttime here, but yeah, very happy to be here with you today, and happy to be talking to your students also.
Perfect, Isabella. Thank you very much. So, shall we start? We are going to start with some of the questions more popular in Google and the student has to start the process. So, Isabella, I would like to know how many nationalities can we find in University West of Scotland, London, among the students?
Okay, so UWS, we have a huge number of nationalities. Actually, we have 141 nationalities. We have around 3,700 students, international students at UWS at the moment, in all campuses. We have 5 campuses, 4 in Scotland and 1 in London. In London alone, we have 1,700 students. So 3,700 in total international students at UWS from 141 countries.
Okay, perfect. So as you mentioned it, the university has many campuses. Where is the university located? Because we are talking about the London campus.
Yes, we have 4 campuses around Glasgow in Scotland, which is northeast of the UK. I don't know how many of the students have been to the UK before, but northwest. So Glasgow is the main town, is the biggest center near the campus. So we have 4 campuses. So we have Paisley, we have another town called Lanarkshire, another town called Dumfries, and another town called Ayr. So we have 4 campuses that around Glasgow, and then our newly opened London campus. The London campus should have been open in May 2020, but of course with the pandemic, things got delayed, and the campus was open in May 2021. So it's a brand new campus.
Okay. And if we study in the London campus, can the students visit the main campus of the university?
They can visit, but because it's quite far, so bear in mind from London to Glasgow would be like 6 hours in the train. So it's quite far. Of course, as a visit, even as part of the curriculum, the university itself organize sometimes the visit to the main campus. Sometimes there are games between the teams, London and of course now with the pandemics, all of that hasn't been happening. But yes, there is some interaction. The student union itself, it's based in Scotland, and a lot of activities are combined amongst all 5 campuses. So yeah, they will be participating as a university with a lot of the events.
Perfect. Yes.
Yeah. Just to be more clear on your question, they will not be able to visit and use the university facilities in Scotland because of the distance, of course. But if they are studying here and they would like to visit the main campus, yes, they are welcome to do it.
Yes, that was my question. Perfect. It is difficult to be accepted at the university. Maybe any suggestion for a strong application?
We are very fortunate in South America. Remember, I'm from Brazil, so I'm also South American. So because our bachelor's degree, it's equivalent to a British bachelor's degree, so we are already ahead from a lot of other nationalities who doesn't have the equivalent to the UK. So that is one point. Another point, I think the most important document on your application is the statement of purpose, which is basically the writing that the student is going to do about themselves. So they are going to actually tell us at the university why they would like to do that program, how that program is going to influence his career and his study plans for future. and why he has chosen, for example, University of the West of Scotland amongst all the universities available out there. So he's really gonna sell himself and tell us, you know, why he's a good candidate. And I think that is the main piece, you know, of document when someone is applying that we look at.
Yes, perfect. I consider as well that the personal statement is very important because the application is online. So basically it's your personal letter and the reason that why you want to study that program and why the UK. Perfect.
Yes, we are very friendly with the students. So we have a very thorough guide to do the personal statement on our website. There's, you know, step by step, like literally paragraph by paragraph, they have access, you know, what we expect them to write. So they are not in the, you know, in the blind. So they have a guidance on that. And here at the education group that we are service partner for UWS, we also can help students, you know, make the most out of their statement of purpose before we submit it to the university.
Super useful for the students. Is there an age limit to do a postgraduate or a minimum age to start the undergraduate?
I'll go for the second question first. So there is a minimum age for the London campus. We only accept students 18 plus in London. We don't have safeguarding, you know, regulations here in London, so only adults. For Scotland, it's different. We can accept students 17 plus, but yeah, no, not under 17. So 17 plus for Scotland, 18 plus for London. In terms of maximum age, we don't. There's no limit. Someone can apply at any age. However, most of our students and our courses, they are designed for fresh graduates and students with maximum 5 years work experience, because I would say perhaps someone in a very senior position or someone who has 10, 15, 20 years of work experience will not benefit much from our courses. We target and our courses have been developed for newly graduates and or people with up to 5 years work experience who wants to get that further knowledge to improve the career. So, but there's no limit.
When can the students apply to the university? Is there a deadline? Do they have to send the document by post? This is like a very common question.
So I think we've moved way ahead from post now. I still, you know, Camila, I've been in education for 20 years now, and I have worked before in the time that we did need to post. We did have to post the papers to London or to the UK for that matter. But yeah, not anymore. Everything can be done online, and it goes through for London campus, UWS London website. Or for example, if they want to go to Scotland, they would inquiry with us at the UWS London website, and then we'll do the process internally with a different route for the Scotland campus. There's no deadline in the sense before students were able to apply well in advance, I would say even a year in advance, but today, because we have a restriction on the visa application, remember, we can only apply for the CAS, which is the certificate that the students need to apply for visa, only 6 months before the course starts. So in that sense, we can only accept applications, you know, 6-7 months before the course starts. And the minimum time a student needs to have to apply for the course would be 10 weeks. So near to the program, we can accept quite near to the course. For example, for January intake, we are still accepting applications until 15th of November, for example. So it's very close to the intake we can accept. And especially in South America, most of the countries, the visa, it's quite fast. You know, it doesn't take too long, of course, depending of the situation, or the country by country, but generally it doesn't take too long. So yeah, between 10 weeks the minimum and 6-7 months the maximum.
Yeah. Does University West of Scotland, London offer any scholarship?
Yes, sure. We have taken the decision of not offer 1 or 2 full scholarships because we want to give a wider access to international students. So what we do, we divide £1.5 million of money for all international students. So for example, for South America at the moment, we are offering £2,000 discount on the total fee. So our prices are very competitive. The normal fee is $13,325. With the scholarship goes to $11,325. So it's a very competitive price. And so for South America, for 2022, we offer £2,000 scholarship. We do not offer full fee scholarship at the moment.
Okay, just partial scholarships. The postgraduate work visa is back. Does University West of Scotland, London help the students to find a job after graduation, or how is working that?
Yes, we do have 2 departments. We have career services and we have placement services. So career services, it's an internal department within the university which helps students to, prepare the CV, do mock interviews, and get ready really to apply for the job. And the placement services that UWS offers is in partnership with a company called Student Circus. So we offer free service for all graduates. So anyone graduating from UWS will have help to apply for a job and to apply for the graduate route visa for free as part of our services. Also during the studies, if they would like to look for a paid internship or an unpaid internship or volunteering opportunities, all of that we help students to achieve here in London.
Okay.
And in Scotland also.
What level of English the student needs to study in the university?
Yeah, we have across the board for undergrad and postgrad courses the same level, which is equivalent to IELTS 6. It's not a very high demand, I would say. It's quite reasonable. But what I say, Camila, is if you're planning to come and study in the UK for your master's or for your undergraduate program, always polish your English, even though you feel that you're good at it. Because being good at it in South America is one thing. When you land here and you have to take notes and you have to start writing your essays and, reading hundreds of books or dozens of books, I would say
it's quite different.
You get stuck on your English. So if you're ready, and we do plan in advance because people start planning maybe a year or 2 years in advance. So if you're planning to come to the UK to study, start studying a little English, maybe by yourself, maybe online. Not necessarily you have to pay for it, but yeah, do polish your English before coming, even though you feel you're good at it.
Yes, perfect. This is very good for the students.
Especially not only general English. I often tell all the students that I speak to, have a look at academic English, because academic English is really the English that is going to teach you how to write, how to read and comprehend a text. And and you're going to be doing that day in and out when you land here. So yeah, academic English if you're coming to study here.
Yes, that is a good advice, because in the academic English you can develop like the skills to start the program, and it's quite different with the general English that is you using during the day.
Yes, correct. Totally different, and it's different from and a lot of people think IELTS preparation is academic English, which is not. So academic English stands alone and really prepares you to start university. So yeah, definitely it's worth it having a look.
So perfect, Isabella. Thank you very much.
Qué bueno, Carlos.
¿Qué tal por ahí?
Bien, gusto conocerte. ¿Cómo sentiste el proceso de aplicación, tanto para tu primer máster como para el segundo que estás llevando ahora?
La verdad que, bueno, para el segundo que ya tenía un poco de experiencia sobre el tema de documentos y eso. Pero para el primero, la verdad que no es difícil, o sea, no me pareció difícil, pero sí es laborioso, porque, claro, ¿sabes? Depende también qué tanto, para comenzar, ¿no? Qué tanto muestres en tu currículum. Es lo que me pasó a mí. Yo en Perú hice muchos cursos, una experiencia laboral y todo eso. Entonces, requisito fue probar todo lo que había puesto ahí. Y es recolectar documentos, traducirlos también, ¿no? Todos los documentos. Y esa fue la parte, podría decir, un poco más complicada, porque en mi caso demoró un poco, sí, porque o sea, cuando ya pensé que había enviado todos los documentos, pues me pedían un poco más y un poco más. Entonces, una recomendación sería ahí, que no es malo poner lo que haces, pero tratar de ir juntando todo lo que puedas, ¿no? Para tenerlo a tiempo y enviar. Y ya el resto, la verdad que ustedes de Planet Studies me ayudaron mucho. No, la verdad es que no. Sobre lo que necesitaba, preguntaba, y lo que ustedes necesitaban de mí también me preguntaban, y así conseguí estudiar, ¿no? Sin problema, la verdad. Demoró un poco, sí, como te digo, quizás por no saber eso, pero todo bien.
Qué bonito lo que nos cuentas, Carlos. Y de tu experiencia viviendo en Londres, ¿cómo es? ¿La sientes cara?
Depende, como en todo lugar, creo, ¿no? Depende qué tanto quieras gastar por semana o por mes, o la vida que quieras llevar, ¿no? Evidentemente uno está aquí como estudiante. En mi caso sí, tuve cierta experiencia trabajando en mi país, pude hacer algo de dinero y no me fue muy mal, pero hay gente, como comentó
¿Isabela?
Un rato, sí, que por ejemplo, si ni bien terminas de estudiar en la universidad, vienes, pues por ahí que te tienes que controlar un poco más. Bueno, es que depende básicamente. A mí la verdad, claro, cuando uno recién llega aquí tiendes a convertir todo, ¿no? Entonces, mira que en mi país, no sé, pues con lo que compro una Coca-Cola aquí me compro 2 y te cuesta un poquito cambiar eso, ¿no? Pero en general es responsable hacer un presupuesto mensual y sobre eso ver si me ha sobrado un poco, gastar en ir a algún lugar o yo qué sé, en la medida que uno pueda, ¿no? Pero depende, o sea, no sabe, o sea, es caro si lo conviertes, como te digo, como todo, pero ya estando aquí y ya acomodándote un poco te das cuenta de que sí es manejable estar aquí y estudiar aquí, pero todo en la medida en cuanto uno quiera gastar, como en todo lado.
Claro. ¿Tuviste la oportunidad de trabajar mientras estudiabas?
Sí, hasta hace un poco antes de la pandemia, cuando empecé, estuve trabajando en un restaurante y después tuve que parar, y ya después de unos meses conseguí un trabajo, pero en Perú. Ahora estoy trabajando de forma remota, entonces claro, ya no tengo necesidad de trabajar aquí, pero estoy trabajando de forma remota para una empresa en mi país.
¡Ay, qué súper! Me encanta, la pandemia ha logrado, ¿no?
Pero sí, eso es lo bueno. En mi caso me ayudó, ¿no? Conseguí trabajo así y claro, o sea, me ayudó también el estar aquí, porque mi trabajo es un poco coordinar con clientes que están en el mismo horario que yo y hablan inglés. Era parte del requisito, entonces me viene bien. Pero acá sí, o sea, yo creo que para estudiantes ahora más hay bastantes trabajos que uno de alguna otra forma puedes sobrellevar la vida aquí sin chocar mucho con el presupuesto que evidentemente lo vas a usar, pero bueno, yo por lo que estoy viendo ahora sí hay bastantes oportunidades para estudiantes, en restaurantes, en hoteles. O sea, ahora es mejor que ya son unos meses que no. Estuvo bastante duro, la verdad.
Sí, me imagino, pero me alegra escuchar eso. Y de toda tu experiencia como estudiante en Londres, ¿qué es lo que más rescatas? O sea, ¿qué es lo que más te gusta de vivir en esa ciudad?
La verdad, o sea, fuera del estudio, uno siente que esta es en general, yo creo que por las reglas de aquí, el gobierno y todo eso, es una ciudad donde no hay cabos sueltos, es lo que puedo decir, en todo tipo de procesos, ¿no? Por ejemplo, cuando vas a sacar tus documentos, lo que te dicen es, o sea, no tienes que estar esperando y eso. Si te dicen espera 5 minutos, espera 5 minutos. Si te dicen regresa tal día, regresas tal día, y eso está. Entonces, es un poco burocrático, pero la burocracia sirve. O sea, acá te das cuenta que la burocracia sirve. Y claro, o sea, cosas que a mí me gustan de ahí es el transporte, por ejemplo. A pesar de que es caro, o sea, no necesitas, no sé, pues, gastar en un taxi o mover mucho. Sabes cómo llegar, tienes aplicaciones que te dicen qué buses puedes tomar y todo eso. Entonces, me parece espectacular por ese lado. Y otro lado también es la salud, que cuando tienes algo, alguna cosa por ahí, te atienden súper bien. Vas a un GP, que le llaman aquí, es como un hospital pequeñito en cada lugar. Y si tienes algo y eso, pues te atienden sin problemas. Entonces, yo creo que como sociedad cierra todo el circuito como para que un estudiante que viene aquí pueda sentirse tranquilo, ¿no? Que es importante también, porque o sea, no es solamente venir a estudiar y el resto no sabes qué va a pasar, ¿no? O sea, la idea es llegar a un país donde sabes que de tener un problema tienes un soporte, pese a que no eres un ciudadano aquí y estás estudiando por un tiempo.
De todas maneras.
Carlos, agradecerte que nos acompañes. Es importante estas experiencias de las personas que ya han tenido la posibilidad de viajar, porque esto hace que las personas interesadas o que están planeando en su futuro proyectarse en otra ciudad vean que es posible, que es seguro, que sí se puede. Entonces esos testimonios nos ayudan a que más personas como tú algún día tuviste este sueño puedan también cumplirlo. Entonces te agradezco muchísimo que nos hayas acompañado y tu experiencia es muy valiosa para nosotros.
Listo, gracias.
Gracias.
Que tengan buen día y buena noche para algunos. Chao.
So thank you, Isabella, for joining us in this short talk, and thank you, Cami, for all the questions and preparation of everything.
It's a pleasure helping anyone with any questions. Even if after the webinar, if anyone has any question, please put through Camila and Leslie, and they will reach out to me, and I'm happy to answer any question. I did see on the Q&A someone was asking if it's possible to work. I'll just quickly pass on that. Yes, if you are a student in the UK, you can work 20 hours during your studies and 40 hours on your holidays, and of course you have the 2 years working visa where you can work full-time after you finish. And she was asking, is it possible to work in the sense? I would say you do have to leave time to study, because of course your main purpose of coming here is to get a degree for your better career, but almost every student will work some hours, so definitely you will be able to work a little bit while you are studying in the UK.
Perfect, Isabella. Yes, that's right. That's something that Carlos also shared, but it's important that the university reassures what we have discussed before. So thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
Guys. Bye.
Thank